Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. Let's get right into it. It is Monday, March 20th at the New York close. Let's start out with oil. So oil opened pretty much at that close. That was just above us from Friday. We had initial selling, followed by that retracement back to it, got it, and then back down, testing those opening lows, and then those held for support. Ultimately, sellers had the pressure for most of the day, but towards the end, you can see that they rallied and brought it up shortly before they closed in oil. So we did finish net positive in oil, never left the range. Gold, however, opened gap up above that close that was down here. You can see that we did eventually get it, and they bounced off the edge of that HVA and went back towards that opening. And again, these levels, these HVAs are drawn minimum the night before the next day's trading activity, meaning that these were ready to go yesterday. Well, technically it's Monday, so these were actually ready to go for our students Saturday morning because there is no trading on Saturday and Sunday session opens up in the evening. So there was plenty of time for our students to get these levels put onto their own respective charts for their own respective software. Now, our equities, well, that's a little bit of a different story. It was a choppy day. Note, this week is the FOMC announcement or meeting. Let me pull up the news here for us and we can take a look. Right here. So nothing today, but we do have the meetings beginning tomorrow, and then you'll see the announcement on Wednesday. So these next few days, up until that announcement, may be very slow. Typically, that's what we see. Today was no exception. Last week was the rollovering. That's not even a word. Rollover of our equities markets, with Friday being settlement. So we are officially on the new June contract entirely. Everyone should be. But as far as the equities go and where they opened and such, well, we opened above the close from Friday, had initial run up, hit that HVA edge again that was drawn Saturday morning, came down, got the close, tested it again, and we just crept along and fought to get out of that range. Ultimately, we did leave it. You can see the response again at these levels for support and resistance. But it was a slow, grinding day. Very, very slow. And again, that's most likely due to A, Mondays are generally like that, and B, we do have the FOMC minutes and meeting coming out on Wednesday. Now, NASDAQ, no exception to how choppy it was. You can see some good entry potentials at those edges, just straight up and straight down bounces off those levels. But NASDAQ was no exception to where it opened. It opened inside of its range from Friday. The difference with the NASDAQ, though, is it opened below its close. Oh, no. Yeah. ES opened below as well. That's right. No, I'm confused. ES opened. Yeah, ES opened above. NASDAQ opened below. That was the difference. My bad. My apologies. I was a little confused. I got a lot of charts on my screen right now. But they initially went down, had monster entry here for students if they took it. Again, we don't give the signals out to our students other than these levels. We teach the methodology based off these levels. There are rules. They're very strict rules. If you watch the win-loss break-even video, you may see some students' entries that had taken both of these edges, quite frankly, this morning. But again, it's a methodology that is taught to our students so that they can execute on their own, to their own accord. That way, they are not relying upon someone to give them a delayed set of information. If they have these levels under their charts, they can react respectively. It's just that saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man a fish, he'll eat for his life, right? Same concept, but with trading education. But with that said, and continuing where we are finishing net positive in the NASDAQ as well. If I failed to mention the ESs as well, it's just most of it was very range bound, very choppy and very slow. Decent day overall. It was just a little bit slow and choppy. Not that there wasn't anything that set up. It just all happened within an hour of the market's opening, and then nothing else later after that. But I mean, that happens, especially on a Monday. If you are interested in learning more information about these levels and how you can get them onto your charts the night before, or if you're interested in learning more about the methodology for futures trading, if you're experienced or have no experience at all, you're all welcome. Feel free to reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettrading.co. Again, that is targettrading.co. Get in touch with a representative at either location. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day that the markets are open, and you'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. We look forward to seeing you there.